Hey guys, Sammy7 here, and welcome to Alta Terra Moto 1. Going to be a really fun race. We have Blades and Detail on the front row. Following them up in the second row is going to be Rebel and Pancake, and then filling up the third row, we've got Roman and Hunter. Right behind them in fourth row is going to be Slaunch and Real Deal. Real Deal making his first appearance on Halo 5 as well with Pancake. Next row we have Luke and Bean, and then following them up we got Elite and Atlantic. And then in the penultimate row we have Commando, Pack, and Sector. I think they're lined up incorrectly. Kambi and Vulcan in the final row. So here we go, going to get this race started. Make sure you look out for the lights. When the lights go green, that's when we're going to go green. Going to be a really fun race. And there it is, lights go green. Some people are slow, some people are really fast. It's going to be a lot of switch-ups off the start because some people were really quick, like as soon as the lights went green they were off, and then you saw there were a couple drivers that were a little slow to the start, so always mixes up the field quite a bit. Here we go, we got Blades and Detail battling for the lead. We have all kinds of drivers all over the place. Looks like everybody, there's like 4, 5, 6 people going down off of that sweeper turn. I couldn't catch who all of them were because there was literally people everywhere. Everywhere? Nice. We're making that a meme. We got Blades and Rebel in a battle for first. Oh no, and Rebel gets shoved out and then has a really unfortunate wreck along the rocks. That's unfortunate because he had a podium run right there, and it would have, I mean, it's hard to pass in this track. Chances are he would have held on to at least a top 5, which is something that he's really needed with the way his season's been going recently. So that that right there is definitely not good for Rebel. We have a battle for 5th right there. Can't exactly see which drivers it is, but I can see that we have a battle there. I think I see Real Deal, and yeah, I can't tell who the other person is. Beans following them up too. Oh, Real Deal going with a hard shove. That's Luke in 4th. We got, I think, Pancake in 3rd at this point. Blades first and Detail 2nd. So that's your top running order. I can definitely see Bean behind Real Deal now. Really tight pack, honestly. The pack has not fallen apart so far. There's many drivers right on each other throughout the entire track. Lead battle's getting pretty close. Looks like there's a lot of runs going on there. We might see it get a little tight. Here we go. Yep, there it is. Really close lead battle. Basically a 3 wide up the uphill. Very, very staggered 3 wide, but a 3 wide nonetheless. Pancake has to back out. He's going to have to hold on to 3rd. Detail is making moves. He wants the win here at Alta Terra. There he goes on the inside. Is he going to be able to stick it? Oh, no! That's what I was talking about in the heats. That line either gets him the win or screws him. If he would have hit it perfectly that time, he would have been in the lead, and who knows, man, he might have been gone. But now he's in 4th, and he's got to make a ton of passes if he wants to catch up. We have Blades in the lead and Pancake in 2nd, Luke in 3rd now. So that's unfortunate for Detail. If he would have stuck that move, he probably would have gotten the lead and could have ran away with the race. But at this point now, he's going to have to make a ton of moves. He's really going to have to earn it if he wants that Moto win. Who's in 5th? We have Roman in 5th right now. Real Deal in 6th, so Roman must have made a move on Real Deal. We have Slaunch right now in like 9th, I think. Rebel and Hunter back there as well. So rough run for Slaunch so far. It looks like I think he got stuck behind Roman on the restart. Or on the start. It's not going to be a restart. We have Bean following up Real Deal. Oh, Real Deal. There he goes, making the move. Oh, no. He, like, I have no idea what to call that. He basically just RKO'd Roman, comes in out of nowhere, and just takes him out. That literally looked like a wrestling move. And I'm making that poor wrestling. Holy crap, I can't talk today. We're going to have to make, like, 500 memes, this commentary. I made that poor wrestling... I'm just destroyed now. I made that poor wrestling reference about for Real Deal right there because he does wrestle in real life. I don't know if he still does, but I know that he has in the past. Oh, we have a move for the lead. Pancake going for it on the inside on Blades, and is he going to stick it? It looks like they're still side-by-side. Blades, I think Blades backed out a little bit there because he didn't want to get into the rumble strip. Is he going to go for the pass here? Yeah, Blades does. He goes for the retaliation move, but Pancake did not slide out too much. He still has the inside, still fighting Blades on the outside. And he takes the lead back, so Blades going to fall in. Luke's trying to make a move, and I think Real Deal as well, also trying to make a move right there. 3rd and 4th. Or sorry, Detail also trying to make a move. Detail's got some speed, man. If he can make some passes, he is reeling. Alright, settling it out a little bit. I think we still got 5th place. Is that Bean right now? I think we have Bean in 5th place. Gained a little bit of time. Real Deal's in 6th, so that whole RKO situation had Real Deal fall back a little bit. And Roman fell back a ton because of that. I have no idea where he is at this point, but he has fallen back quite a bit. Going on board with Detail right now. And you see, this is what sucks about Detail's line is that, like I said earlier, if he would have gotten away, he could have been gone. The way he hits that line, he honestly could be like 10 goose lengths in the lead right now if he didn't screw up earlier. It's just that when you have to try to make passes using that line, it's not as effective, and he doesn't gain as much time on it, which kind of screws him up because that's the main place that he gains time on this track. He also generally gains a lot of time on that final corner that he just went by as well. But I'd say that that downhill sweeper is definitely where he shines in this track. That's where he gets his fast lap times. And the fact that he has to trail people, I don't know if he's going to be able to make as much speed now, because it's not as easy when you're following behind. Blades trying to make moves, and it's kind of tough when you're, like I was saying earlier with Detail, it's kind of tough when you're behind somebody, because you see Pancake up in front. He can just run that line and gain time, and there's not much you can do about it, whereas Blades, he kind of has to run outside of the rumble strip, outside of the little trench right there that you can get your tires in. He has to run outside of it, because if he runs inside of it, he has a chance of like stopping into Pancake and screwing himself. The main place that Blades is going to have to gain time on this track is going to be in that final corner. I think that's the place where if he hits that consistently every single lap, he might be able to catch up to Pancake, and that's where he's going to have to make the move as well with 3 minutes to go. He's definitely not going to be able to make it in this sweeper. I think Pancake's going to protect the line most of the laps. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about right there. Actually, that's a perfect example. You see, Blades goes for it, and he has a pretty fast run, but he ends up getting right into Pancake's bumper, so it just nullifies it anyways. So you can't really gain time by using that line if you're behind someone. And that's what sucks about Detail. He would be so far in the lead right now if it actually worked out for him a couple, well, not a couple laps ago, many laps ago. But you see, though, Blades, if he would have had a better run that time in the final corner, I think he would have gained a ton of goose lengths on Pancake, but not the strongest run that time by. You really have to, on that final corner, the trick is you really have to entrench your tires. You don't really want to do it on that corner right there, but on this corner right here and on the final corner, you really want to entrench your tires like that, and you gain a ton of time. The way the rumble strip and the way the terrain is, it's just perfectly, it's just the perfect height to where you can get your tires in there, but not flip and not have to worry about random physics crap unless somebody's, I don't know, running into the back of you. Can't really do it on this rumble either because of the rock, too dangerous. But you see this corner and the other corner are just at perfect height, and that's where you see most of the faster drivers gaining their time on this track, is in those corners. Going a little bit mid-pack right now. Is this Real Deal? I think this might be Real Deal. Yeah, this is definitely Real Deal. So this is Real Deal in 6th place. We got Detail in 4th place, Bean in 5th place. You see Detail has fallen back a little bit. It looks like those top 3 drivers have come into their own and are really starting to separate from the rest of the pack. But we also have a second-tier pack right here where Detail, Bean, and Real Deal are all pretty close. But Real Deal looks pretty fast. He's right on Bean's bumper. Oh, there he goes. There he makes a power move, but he's probably not going to be able to do it around the outside. He's probably just going to have to settle in right back behind him. But you could tell Real Deal, that was kind of like a warning shot right there to Bean, just telling him that, you know, he's fast, he's got the advantage, he's behind, he can do some dives, and just kind of warning him that he's right there. Slaunch catching up as well, and he's in 7th right now, which is not a very good spot for him to be in. So if he could actually, you know, maybe Real Deal RKOs Bean and himself again, Slaunch slips in the top 5 is a possible scenario you could see happen here. It's probably what he's hoping for, because passing on this track is pretty freaking difficult. I don't know if he'd be able to pass them both. And let's see what Real Deal does here. He might make a move. He's been aggressive. There it is. Look at that. Perfect run out of Real Deal. And he's going to hold on. Yep, he's going to hold on. He's going to complete the pass on Bean to get into top 5. That was a really nice move out of Real Deal, seeing that he's still got it. Coming back to Halo 5, he's definitely still got some speed. And it's going to be exciting to watch him for the rest of this season, to see him really come into his own and learn all the intricacies of Halo 5. We see Luke catching up to Blades a little bit, and Pancake separating from the pack with 3 laps to go. Here we go to Kambi and Hunter. Battle for 8th and 9th, I believe. Or is it for 7th? No, yeah, battle for 8th and 9th. Kambi and Hunter. And there's your leaders, top 3 pack, and then you have kind of a separation. Detail is like kind of in a zone right now, which is what I expected to happen eventually. And then you got Real Deal, Bean, and Papa in their pack. And you kind of see that here. There's a lot of separated packs where, you know, drivers of their own speed are kind of falling into their own packs with people that are of similar speeds to them. Here you have the backpack with Atlantic, Vulcan, and Elite. Vulcan's going to come into the hairpin here. Trying to catch up to Atlantic. So, trying to show a little bit of all the field here. Show you how much of a difference there is in speed and lines and all that throughout the field. Here we got the 2 to go markers, so not that much time left. We'll get an update back in the leaders in a little bit, so you guys can see how they're doing here at Alta Terra. Pretty fun race so far. A lot of crazy cheese, but at this point, you know, we're getting to that 10-minute mark. Things are really starting to separate, and not as much action going on around the track. Although we could see some action here. Doesn't look like Vulcan's gaining too much on Atlantic, which is funny because he was trash talking him a ton in the practice lobby, but it doesn't look like he's catching up to him very, very well. Oh, Atlantic. Actually, I take it back. Atlantic screws up. Vulcan's right there. He goes wide, and Elite takes advantage, makes a power move, very aggressive right there. Out of Elite, he saw Vulcan screw up and go a little too wide, and he took advantage immediately. Basically used Vulcan as brakes, so he's going to take that position. And Atlantic, because of the Atlantic, ends up holding onto the spot. So we go through the field here. We are on the final lap, I believe. So trying to work our way back to, or we're going to get to the final lap here. So we're trying to get our way back to the leaders and see where they're at. You see some close battles mid-pack as well here. We're going to go on Slaunch for a little bit. And here it is. Leaders hit the final lap. White flag. Slaunch getting a little loose right there. Trying to hold on to it. But I don't think he's going to be able to catch up to them again. Lost a little bit off of getting loose right there. So Slaunch might have to settle for a 7th in this moto. Here we go to the lead. You have Pancake and lead Blades. He's reeled the gap in a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough. If Blades is just going to have to do some dives and try to get right next to him on the final corner, and his only hope at that point is that Pancake screws up the final corner and Blades gets a perfect run. So he's definitely going to be diving each corner, approaching the finish, trying to make that move. But you see Pancake goes pretty far inside, protects it. Blades ran it really well as 2, but not going to make a difference. Pancake's going to take the win here. Blades 2nd. Luke 3rd, and 4th we got Detail, and 5th is going to be Real Deal, getting his first top 5 in his first start pack. We got Hunter, Roman, Rebel coming across the line. We got Kambi. Kambi in 10th, I believe. Should be. But here we have your results across the screen. Oh, it's Rebel 10th, Kambi 11th. Okay, that makes more sense. The rest of the drivers come across the line. Pretty good moto. Definitely going to be interesting, the second moto, when you put those back drivers up front. It's going to make for a very interesting moto, especially with how hard it is to pass on this track. So definitely don't miss that one. This one was really fun, but the second one's going to be a roller coaster ride, so make sure you guys don't miss it. It's coming up later today. See you there.